Coming up, the Samford News Network will bring you coverage on all of the past week's news. And Monster got the scoop on the Brotherhood of Sigma Chi's week-long fundraiser for Children's Miracle Network. Reporter Josh Sizemore got a look at the Red Bus Project and the Show Hope charity. The Brothers of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated held a step show. And finally, reporter Stephen Lyles will be with us for a recap of sports. Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us at the Samford News Network. I'm Chanel Terry.
And I'm Ann Monser. Samford students had a special visit Thursday as the Red Bus Project rolled into town. Josh Sizemore brings us the story.
The Red Bus is a unique double-decker bus from England that was converted into a mobile thrift store as a part of the nonprofit Show Hope.
So the Red Bus Project has been going for 5 weeks now. This is our 22nd stop here at Samford.
The Red Bus encourages students to donate their old clothes as well as browse through the inexpensive collection of items already on the bus.
We've been really successful. We had a lot of sign-ups. We sold a lot of good clothes. We have tons of clothing donations. And all the proceeds from the clothes sales and all the donations and all that stuff, all that goes to Show Hope, which is an organization that gives grants for people who want to adopt but can't afford it. So it's a really cool thing, and I'm really glad to be a part of it.
Several people were on hand to provide more information on the Red Bus and Show Hope, including some Samford students who were already involved with the cause.
I've heard so many people today say that they are very excited that the Red Bus is here because of their upcoming mission trips or things they've done in the past. It's really relevant for campus.
We got some great people from Samford here volunteering today, so we're happy to have that.
The day ended with a bang as musical guest Caleb performed in Harry's. The band is heavily involved with Show Hope and has been touring with the Red Bus Project. For the Samford News Network, I'm Josh Sizemore.
For more information on the Red Bus Project and ways to get involved with Show Hope, you can visit them at their website, redbusproject.org.
Last Monday night marked University Ministry's last Real Justice of the year. Real Justice is an event that happens once every month where students gather in Harry's Coffee House to watch a film and have discussion about a relevant social justice issue. These events also regularly feature people who are involved with the issue in the professional world. This week's film dealt with the issue of homelessness. Caitlin Wilbanks, the coordinator for UM's Social Justice Ministry, planned this Real Justice around local nonprofit Avail, a ministry that claims to be friends of the houseless. Avail, founded by Samford grads Hunter Davis and Austin Richardson, has been a certified nonprofit for a little over half a year now. Their mission is to advocate for the houseless community, cultivate the houseless community, and locate where the houseless individuals actually are. Avail shared stories from the street and answered questions from the crowd. Their book and other merchandise was on sale afterward as the copies of Birmingham's newest homeless newspaper called The Voice. To learn more about Avail or to get involved, visit their website at www.availorg.wordpress.com. Coming up, Ann Monser will bring us the story on Sigma Chi's Derby Days, and I have the scoop on Alpha Phi Alpha's Step Show.
It's time to join forces. Get energized and fuel up right.
It's coming.
Because starting today, every kid in America has a mission. Bring out the action hero in you. Be part of the greatest action movie ever. The first movie that puts you in the action. Show us how you train and eat like an action hero. Join in at actionheroalliance.com.
The 9/11 Memorial will honor my partner and the officers who responded that morning.
It's for my brother.
And my 343 brothers who didn't make it.
It's about hope for the future.
So we always remember September 11th.
For my husband who never came home.
And the first responders who saved my life.
This shows the world that we can rebuild.
That we are united.
And that we are strong.
Because the best of humanity can overcome the worst hate.
It's for all the heroes like my dad.
This year, the National September 11th Memorial opens in New York City. Join us to honor, remember, and reunite. You can help right now by texting the word HOPE to 80088 to give $10.
Thanks. You believe this guy?
Are you trying to start a wildfire?
Sorry.
Pass the honey?
9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Bring this sweet.
Welcome back to the Samford News Network. I'm Chanel Terry.
And I'm Ann Monser. This year, the Brothers of Sigma Chi brought back one of their most beloved traditions. Last week highlighted multiple events that make up Derby Days, and I was there to catch all the fun.
Most Samford students had never heard of Derby Days. That's because Samford's chapter of Sigma Chi hasn't thrown their most notable shindig in over 5 years. But this year, the Brotherhood brought back the bash in full swing and had some pretty serious success.
The main goal of Derby Days is to, one, raise as much funds for Children's Miracle Network, or philanthropy, which sponsors children's hospitals all across the country. The second goal is to kind of create a competition and kind of close-knit community within the Greeks.
Following the long Easter weekend, the week began on Wednesday night with a kickoff in Ben Brown Plaza. The night featured the Brothers of Sigma Chi performing karaoke-style songs for donations, while their audience mingled and eyed the merchandise of several local businesses like Doodle's Italian Ice and Ramon's Men's Clothier. The success of the kickoff continued into the rest of the week with multiple other events that gave Samford sororities the opportunity for some friendly competition that helped Sigma Chi raise money. At the end of the week, the Sisters of Zeta Tau Alpha took the crown, winning over $2,000 for their sorority that they earned by gaining participation points throughout the week.
Then the biggest way that we got points was at the Butler auction by using like our Zeta money as a whole to pay for different butlers. I think we got 9 of the 15, so yay!
And no one could argue that Thursday night's step concert and Butler auction was the highlight of the week.
Probably our best function was, and my favorite event of the whole week, was Thursday's step show and Butler auction.
The Butler auction was the most fun night. Everybody was there, everybody was cheering, everybody was excited. The boys were funny when they come out, and then the step show was just something really different that we don't have here a lot, so it was really fun to watch that. I just kind of felt like it brought Samford all together as a community. It was really fun.
Meadows and his brothers considered this year's revival of Derby Days to be a huge success and are already making plans for the future.
So we're really excited about how this week went, how it ended up. But honestly, I'm more excited for next year. What I would meet with my team about is our 1-year plan, 2-year plan, and 5-year plan. And 5-year plan is when none of us are here and where Derby Days is going.
Reporting for the Samford News Network, I'm Ann Monser.
The Brothers of Sigma Chi raised a total of $12,000 through Derby Days, and they have high hopes for what they could raise to help the Children's Miracle Network in the future.
Thanks, Ann. Sigma Chi and Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated made campus a little more united this past week. The two co-hosted a butler auction and Greek step show, something new and fresh to the Samford community. I took part in the big event to capture some of the excitement. Sounds from a campus united, Sigma Chi and Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated hosted a step show and butler auction in Cyber Gym that was like no other.
Alpha Alpha's goal for this was to bring the campus together. Everyone is in different areas, different walks of life, Greek, non-Greek, and just for everyone to come together and see this, that we can come together as a community at Samford University and put on a show together. Regardless of color, regardless of Greek affiliation, age, classification, we all can come together and be one community, and that's what our vision was, and that's actually what happened. That's what we're very excited about.
It's been great to work, partnering with Alpha Phi Alpha, because at being Sigma Chi, a lot of us didn't really know what went on with Alpha Phi Alpha as far as their chapter. We got to learn a lot about their history and their charter here and presence on campus, as well as their step show. We had really no idea that they, brought it like they did, but it was really awesome to be able to support them in that and really come together for a great cause.
Alpha Kappa Alpha, Delta Sigma Theta, Sigma Gamma Rho, and Alpha Phi Alpha all performed individual shows, and in between acts, both Sigma Chi's and Alphas were auctioned off to help raise money for a good cause.
The purpose of the auction, it was a part of Derby Days, which is our week-long event, and it's all the money goes to benefit Children's Miracle Network, which is the national philanthropy of Sigma Chi. And so we all participated in that to try to raise as much money as we can for more specifically Children's Hospital downtown Birmingham, and just the kids that are involved in there and can't really pay for it, and just supporting that mission.
The grand finale was something that Samford had never seen before, an SU Greek unity step.
We spent about 3 weeks practicing twice each week, and probably about an hour to 2 hours each night. And it was really hard for me at first, but then once we all caught on and the beat was together, it was just an amazing production for all of us.
The big ending gave the show an exciting twist, and people had good things to say.
I think it was great. The Alphas did a great job putting together. Everybody performed. It was great to see SU together tonight.
With a full crowd and a lot of support, the two organizations were happy with the final product.
I could have never imagined it being as big and successful as it has been. We really had the all-stars from each fraternity and sorority.
They did a great job with bringing all the Greek organizations together for a fun event, and it was just an amazing show. We should make this an annual event.
I believe that this set the ground, the foundation for fraternities and sororities and different groups on campus to get together and do events on behalf of a good for the whole community.
Since the show, Greek organizations have talked about having future events together. It was such a success that people expressed interest in taking part in it again next year. Coming up, we'll talk about this past week's events in sports.
The 9/11 Memorial will honor my partner and the officers who responded that morning.
It's for my brother.
And my 343 brothers who didn't make it.
It's about hope for the future.
So we always remember September 11th.
For my husband who never came home.
And the first responders who saved my life.
This shows the world that we can rebuild.
That we are united.
And that we are strong.
Because the best of humanity can overcome the worst hate.
It's for all the heroes like my dad.
This year, the National September 11th Memorial opens in New York City. Join us to honor, remember, and reunite. You can help right now by texting the word HOPE to 80088 to give $10.
We are different. Society should aspire to be more like us.
Be part of the first class. Get energized. Get outside.
Hold on, guys. It's gonna get bumpy.
And get moving. Experience the power of physical activity. Join the movement at ActionHeroAlliance.com.
Danse, balance sur la cadence, on lève bien tes hanches au bal du dimanche. Danse, que la fête commence, dans ma belle robe blanche, je suis ton chou, ton
You didn't give up on sex? Don't give up on birth control either. There are more methods than you think. Find yours at bedsider.org.
Thanks. You believe this guy?
Are you trying to start a wildfire?
Sorry.
Pass the honey?
9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
If you're looking for a new pet that you can cherish every day, consider adopting from a shelter. Shelters are full of healthy, loyal, fun, loving pets, eager to become a part of your family. A person is the best thing to happen to a shelter pet, so bring home your new buddy today. To find out more, you can visit theshelterpetproject.org.
Be tough.
Rolling. D1, take one.
Welcome back to the Samford News Network. I'm Chanel Terry.
And I'm Ann Monser. In a quick recap of sports, Samford baseball team went 1-2 this weekend against the College of Charleston Cougars. The team lost 7-3 on Friday and then came back to win 5-3 on Saturday. However, they could not take the rubber match as the Cougars won 10-5 on Sunday. The softball team lost their series at Furman this weekend 1-2 after dropping 2 games against crosstown rival UAB midweek. They split the Saturday doubleheader, losing the first game 8-3, but winning the second 4-2. They lost the final game 4-2, losing the series to the Paladins. The women's tennis team won their final match of the season on Saturday, defeating Chattanooga 5-3. The win gives them a 15-5 overall record heading into the SoCon tournament. The men's golf team is currently second in the Southern Tournament this week, behind the Chattanooga Mocs, who are ranked 34th. Samford players Drew Amore and Casey O'Toole are tied for 4th in the tournament through 2 days at 2 over par. The tournament will finish up today.
The men's tennis team played host to the Alabama Crimson Tide last week in their last home match of the season. The Bulldogs honored their seniors in the first tennis senior night. Sports reporter Stephen Lyles has the story.
The men's tennis team put up a good fight but could not close out the Crimson Tide last Wednesday. The Bulldogs are 15-4 on the season, including a stellar 8-1 Southern Conference record. After honoring seniors Carson Cady, Ryan Schuyler, and Mark Lange, the Bulldogs began the long match against Alabama. Senior Carson Cady stressed the importance of teamwork.
This season, I felt like we're more of a team this year than in previous years. It's almost like a family almost. We're not 8 guys out there. We're one unit. We play as one team, and I think that has really, carried us through our matches. It's really helped out a lot. It makes such a huge difference out there.
The team played in front of a large crowd of supporters in this 5.5-hour barn burner. The Bulldogs played well in singles competition, with Zach Dunkel and Elliot Barnwell winning their respective matches. However, the team could not get over the doubles loss and lost the match 4-3. First-year head coach Raheem Esmail said the team looks to continue their excellent play as they head to Charleston, South Carolina for the conference tournament later this week.
Yeah, we're just going to take it day by day, match by match, and that's what we've done all season. We talked about today, our whole focus this week was this match today, Wednesday. Once this match is over and done with, we'll set our focus on to Friday, our last regular season match against Chattanooga, and then we'll go from there. But I think the guys are well prepared, and they've put in the work all year, and they've done a really good job of enjoying the process of getting better as a team, and I think we'll just continue to have that focus.
For the Samford News Network, I'm Stephen Lyles.
Thanks, Stephen. The team looks to make a deep run in the tournament and repeat as Southern Conference champions.
Looking into the sports schedule for the next week, baseball will take on the Western Carolina Catamounts this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The Friday game starts at 6 p.m. with both Saturday and Sunday games having a 2 p.m. start time. The softball team will take on the Chattanooga Mocs this weekend with a doubleheader set for 1 and 3 p.m. on Saturday, and the game on Sunday set for 1 p.m. The women's tennis team will play in the Southern Conference tournament this weekend, and the track and field team will compete in the Southern Conference Outdoor Championships this weekend in Cullowhee, North Carolina.
Coming up, we'll get a look at a man walking across the country, and reporter Jackie Long gives us a look at Samford's folklore class.
It's time to join forces. Get energized and fuel up right. Because starting today, every kid in America has a mission. Bring out the action hero in you. Be part of the greatest action movie ever. The first movie that puts you in the action. Show us how you train and eat like an action hero. Join in at actionheroalliance.com.
Welcome to my block party. Glad you can make it.
The only triple doubles you get come with fries.
Last time you blocked someone, you were online.
I can do this all day. Your moves are just gay.
Using gay to mean dumb or stupid, not cool.
Not cool.
Not in my house, not anywhere. It's not creative, it's offensive to gay people. And you're better than that.
Clean kitchen surfaces, utensils, and hands with soapy water. 1 in 6 Americans will get sick from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at food safety.
That's low. That's low and blue. Seriously.
If you're looking for a new pet that you can cherish every day, consider adopting from a shelter. Shelters are full of healthy, loyal, fun, loving pets, eager to become a part of your family. A person is the best thing to happen to a shelter pet, so bring home your new buddy today. To find out more, you can visit theshelterpetproject.org.
Welcome back to the Samford News Network. I'm Chanel Terry.
And I'm Ann Monser. This past Friday, Samford students gathered for Go Walk America in Harry's Coffee House to hear guest speaker Barrett Keene. Keene, a PhD student from Cornell University, is walking 3,475 miles between Miami and San Francisco to raise awareness for orphans. Keene started walking in early February and has been stopping in random cities to speak about his mission. Samford was just another stop on his tour as he persuades others to join in his mission to support the 145 million orphan and abandoned children in the world. The enthusiastic traveler is now on the next leg of his trek. To get involved or learn more about Keene and his journey, visit his daily blog at www.gowalkamerica.org.
Samford's history students have had an opportunity this semester to take a class that teaches basket weaving. Reporter Jackie Long has the story.
Some classes require research papers. Folklore requires a river cane basket. This history elective has caught the campus eye due to its unconventional components, such as field trips to old country stores, and of course, the basket weaving. And though some may initially laugh, this class is not to be taken lightly.
In the first day of class, we have a pretty heavy charge, this heavy reading load. This course becomes a lifestyle instead of a regular course. So all the students are obliged to build from scratch, from cutting the cane to splitting the cane to weaving the basket. They're obliged to do a Cherokee-style river cane basket. And so I tell my students when they start the class, you're going to get all manner of grief from folks on campus, even professors, about underwater basket weaving. But you can be assured anybody that gives you grief has never done a folk craft hands-on.
In the beginning, the students in the class were a bit stunned by the class's unusual requirements.
Like, first of all, it was like an incriminating email about like, just beware, this is going to take up a lot of time. They're going to have these like day trips and things like that. And then it said like, and you'll need to get, what did it say? It just told us that we needed like a stout lockback knife. And it was just ridiculous. And like, I never thought that I'd be reading a syllabus saying about how all the different day trips we were going to be taking and all the different materials we needed, and that we'd be going to like sacred harp singing and canoe trips, and yeah.
For the first class field trip, the students traveled to learn more about the Indian-style basketry that they were practicing.
There's a little country store, 100-year-old country store run by Rose Bryan and her husband in Freeney, Mississippi. And so she will have for us, any given Saturday we come, she'll have half a dozen Choctaw basket makers, other folks around who collect the baskets and are fascinated with them.
Because of the field trips like the one to Mississippi, and especially because of the basket weaving, the folklore students have garnered a unique sort of attention around campus.
Now, when we first started doing the basket weaving out in Ben Brown, we were working our splits, we got all kinds of strange looks. And now it's kind of funny because anytime I see somebody who, maybe I don't know that well, first thing they ask me is, hey Kyle, how's your basket coming? And I guess people have just kind of gotten used to seeing river cane out in Ben Brown's.
And as the students have progressed on their baskets, they've discovered that Dr. Brown's words from earlier in the semester are indeed true.
I really like it. It's a lot of time, but it's fun, and it's become a lot easier and a lot more, like, I don't care that I'm walking around campus with bamboo. Like, I don't care, like, it's normal to me now.
I never expected to be walking around campus, sitting under a tree, drawing a tulip poplar, or weaving a basket in Ben Brown. But, I mean, I don't really think anything about it. It really is just like a lifestyle.
I'm Jackie Long for Samford News Network.
Thanks, Jackie. Well, that's all the news we have today. Thank you for joining us at the Samford News Network. I'm Chanel Terry.
And I'm Ann Monser. Have a great day.